Hi, my name is Paul Council. Welcome to the 9th and final video in the Mastering Money series. And we're going to look at this idea of a hierarchy of opportunities. Now, what we're really talking about is the systematic refinement of your thinking loops, the systematic refinement of your personal money drivers, the systematic refinement of the mindset, the building of foundations so that you can start to develop an enterprise mindset and then follow that through with an entrepreneur mindset. So really, there's been a lot of ideas that I've shared with you over the past 8 videos. And so I want you to start thinking about ranking those ideas into what you consider love the idea, you're capable of implementing it, and you can actually do that right away. Or B, there were ideas that are really great, but you're not quite ready for them, and you need perhaps a little bit of longer planning to be able to implement those. Or C, look, I think these ideas have got value for me. I want to do them someday, but I've got other important things to do first. So start to rank those ideas into A, B, C. And then it's important to set aside for the moment the ideas that you've ranked within A and the ideas that you've ranked within C, so that you can start concentrating on the A ideas. And let's say that you've got 1, 2, 3 or 4 ideas that you've classified as A ideas for you. So then it's really important to start ranking those A ideas, and which one are you going to work on immediately? Which one has the highest rank or the highest importance? And let's say it's idea number 3 for you, that's of the highest importance, and that's the one that you start to immediately execute. You really get motoring, you put all your efforts into those processes, because it's those ideas that will have the greatest impact on your ability to increase your levels of profitability. But in spite of all of the knowledge, again, I've been mentoring people for 15 years now, and I've seen literally hundreds and hundreds of businesses and thousands of individuals. And there's really 3 things that I observe the most. And when you think about it, literally we've talked about the books and the shelves and the abundance of information. But what I observe is that most people always have good intentions for implementing what they learn. But after they've done the learning, most people go back into quote unquote a sort of normal busy environment, and it's that environment that then starts to compete for their time. It really demands their distraction. And the result of all of that is that most people fail to implement the success strategies, even though the strategies themselves were really efficient and really effective. So let's put all this into a thinking loop. Let's say that you start thinking, oh, it's too hard, and you go back into this sort of competing environment that really competes for your time, and you get really busy, and then you start thinking, well, maybe it's easier to put things off, and then a sort of a thought bubble creeps into your thinking that perhaps it's just easier to stay in your comfort zone. Now, collectively, all those little bits of thinking, they add up to thinking that really does lead to a life of regret over time. And so something has to intervene in that thinking loop. Something has to intervene, otherwise nothing new can develop. And so we've got to start off with developing new thinking loops. The thinking loops that allow you to understand that it's increased profitability that will further fund your personal growth. And remember, that's what was really important for me. I had to find ways to fund my personal growth, and I had to find ways to just keep, maintaining the lifestyle or just keeping on top of the bills. But increased profitability allows you to fund your personal growth. And that leads on to new motivations, because it's also increased profitability that allows you to fund your professional growth. And if you can get the idea of targeting that motivation into a new learning environment, new learning insights, then it really is increased profitability that also enables you to fund your entrepreneurial growth or your enterprise growth or your business growth. And when you're successful at that, then you develop this new realization that it's increased profitability that really allows you to fund just about anything that you want. Think of all of those things that you currently can't fund. Your contributions to people who are less well off, your contributions to other people, your contributions to your children, your contributions to, let's say, parents who are a bit elderly. But really, it's increased profitability that funds the exact lifestyle growth that you are interested in developing for yourself. And of course that allows you to move to new outcomes, because it's increased profitability that really funds your ability to access free time, or your ability to access more free time. And so by developing new signature thinking loops that really do target increased profitability, then it's that increased profitability that allows you to fund the most important things for you that you're currently unable to fund. And the importance of immersing yourself into a fertile environment, or fertile environments plural, the importance of that really can't be overstated. And again, there is so much research on this, especially over the past 5 years. I mean, the neuroscience research that's coming out, the affective neuroscience research that's coming out, the psychologists. I mean, all the way back to Napoleon Hill and way even before him. The importance of immersing yourself into the environments that allow you, that encourage you, that help you, that mentor you in terms of the outcomes that you are seeking. It's really the importance to ensure that you progress to your version of your ideal lifestyle. So it really gives you freedom to live without fear and worry and stress, and extra profitability gives you freedom to live free from the ongoing struggles around debt, and the freedom to travel and work anywhere you like in the world, the freedom to make a bigger contribution without having to worry about where that money is actually going to come from. It also gives you the freedom to take your children into a living world of wonders, and the freedom to enjoy your time with them. It gives you the freedom to follow your passions and perhaps build a business based on those passions, and then generate growth and profitability from those passions. But it also gives you the freedom to live in the space of optimal wellness itself, and it gives you the freedom to live in the space of the moment without having to worry about the future or stressing over the past or anything like that. But I guess more importantly, it also allows you the freedom to live in the space of more connectedness, more intimacy, more communication, everything that's effective about the real inequalities of connected relationships. It gives you the freedom to play in the space of win-win-win in business. It's a win for you, it's a win for your clients, and it's a win for the community in which you're operating. It also gives you the freedom to live in the space of adventure, where you have yourself exploring new worlds and exploring new personal and professional horizons. And I guess last but not least, it really gives you the freedom to achieve more of the goals that are important for you, instead of having to scuttle your dreams because you don't have the space and the freedom and the ways of funding those dreams. So again, the development of new thinking loops, new signature thinking is so critically important, because the only thing that separates you from these freedoms is a thinking loop that really is not serving the highest possible version of yourself that you are capable of achieving. And so that's the end of this video series for me, and let me say that it's been an absolute pleasure being able to share these ideas and insights, and somewhere in the future I really do hope that we get an opportunity to meet in person. And if you just want to drop me an email at any stage, then you can contact me at paul@paulcounsel.com.au. But until then, it's bye for me.